Who doesn't love a great comeback?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
When dealing with narcissists, the right response is crucial to avoid arguments and disarm them. Everyone appreciates a clever comeback, but when it comes to dealing with narcissists, the right response is critical to prevent escalating conflicts. This video will talk about the 10 best comeback phrases to disarm narcissists. Watch how they react when you say these to them. Number 1. I don't have to explain myself to you. Picture this. In a recent conversation, you found yourself in a situation where it was imperative to establish a strong boundary as the conversation delved into personal and intrusive territory. The narcissist continuously prying into your decisions and offering negative comments about both you and your work, potentially attempting to assert dominance and make you concede. In response, you handled the situation with grace, calmly stating, "I don't have to explain myself to you or anyone." This assertion effectively preserved your personal autonomy and put an immediate stop to the invasive line of questioning, potentially thwarting any attempts at aggressive belittling by narcissistic individuals. It's important to underscore that setting boundaries respectfully and assertively can be a significant challenge, especially when dealing with narcissistic individuals. Nevertheless, it represents a crucial step toward fostering healthier and more balanced interactions. Number 2. What's your point? Narcissists often use empty words and lack substance in their arguments. When dealing with them, a powerful comeback is to ask, "What's your point?" This phrase allows you to maintain your composure and lets the narcissist know their attempt to provoke you is in vain. Picture a situation where someone is trying to belittle you and make you feel inferior. When they launch into an attack, you can calmly respond with, "What's your point?" This not only puts the onus on them to provide a rational response, but also exposes the hollowness of their arguments, leaving them speechless. Ultimately, this tactic can lead to them walking away in frustration, realizing they can't engage in a battle of wits they're ill-prepared for. Number 3. I agree with you on some points, but not all. Agreeing with narcissists can be a way to avoid unnecessary stress, but there's a clever comeback to consider. You can respond with, "I hear you," which conveys that you're attentive to their words, momentarily feeding their ego. For instance, when a narcissist attempts to undermine your self-esteem, this phrase allows you to acknowledge their perspective without fully agreeing. Narcissists thrive on feeling heard, and when you openly contradict them, they may perceive it as a personal attack. Striking a balance by indicating partial agreement can help diffuse tense situations with narcissists. Number 4. I don't believe everything I hear. This phrase is a potent comeback when dealing with narcissists. It sends a clear message that though they haven't succeeded in manipulating or deceiving you fully, it's a reminder that everyone has their perspective, and the narcissist's version may not be the whole truth. For example, imagine a situation where a narcissist is trying to gain your trust by sharing a story. You can calmly respond with, "I'll keep that in mind." This statement not only keeps you cautious, but also lets the narcissist know that not everyone readily believes their narrative. By asserting your discretion, you can bring the narcissist down from their pedestal, puncturing their pretense and revealing their true colors. It's immensely satisfying to see through their facades. Number 5. That's not what I'm saying. This comeback phrase is good for narcissists who have said something that might be slightly off base, but don't want to admit it. It also works well as a response when narcissists have stated something untrue, and you want to make sure narcissists know the difference between what you are saying and what they were trying to express. That is crucial if you're discussing a highly technical or complex topic, because it can be simple for folks to misunderstand what you're saying or become confused. This phrase is also great for narcissists who like to talk over you and don't want to listen to what you have to say. When they do this, just saying, "That's not what I'm saying," will usually slow them down so that you can finish what you were talking about or explain something in more detail. It might not be enough to disarm them entirely, but it is a good start if you plan to do so. Hello, viewers. It may come as a surprise, but currently 80% of you haven't subscribed. If you're enjoying this informative video, please consider subscribing and giving it a thumbs up. Your support greatly helps us. Now let's continue with number 6, shall we? Number 6. I'm not to blame for your rage. This phrase evens the playing field so they cannot use you as a source of narcissistic supply to ease their emotional distress. Additionally, this declaration sets a prominent border between what you will be responsible for and what you will not be, which is incredibly grounding. It also helps to set boundaries around what you are willing to do and not do. For example, suppose you have agreed to help them through this rough patch. Still, they continue acting out in other ways, like being passive-aggressive. If you're finding it difficult to set boundaries with a narcissist, try taking a step back from the situation and asking yourself your values. How can you best support them without enabling their bad behavior? In that case, it's time for a conversation about how that behavior impacts your relationship with them. Number 7. I apologize if you feel that way. When debating with a narcissist, it's crucial to remember that you can feel sad for someone else without feeling sorry for your boundaries. This phrase forces the narcissist to take responsibility for their feelings. It could make them feel heard, preventing an issue from getting worse. It seems impossible to disarm them, but it will help you find peace and move on if you can. It just takes a lot of patience and practice. Isn't that worth a try? In general, I recommend being direct and honest with your feelings. It can be difficult because narcissists are manipulative and have a way of making you feel bad about yourself. But the more they see that you will not tolerate their abuse, the less likely they will continue it. Number 8. I will not argue anymore. When you use this phrase to a narcissist, this will send a strong signal that you won't participate in a pointless argument any longer. Again, you must maintain your composure and leave for this to succeed. If you feel upset, take a few moments to reflect on why the narcissist is trying to start an argument with you and how they will benefit from it. For example, they might be trying to get your mind off something bothering you, like those bank charges, or simply enjoy arguing for their own sake. Either way, discussing will not help resolve the issue at hand. This phrase is compelling, but it will only work if you genuinely mean it. If you say this and later get back into an argument with the narcissist, they will know that your words were just an empty threat. Number 9. Everything is all right. This phrase makes it evident to the narcissist that things will get better and that they are okay. Since narcissists lack self-awareness, they are likely unable to manage significant conflict or emotions. Saying everything will be fine provides them with the validation and comfort they don't even realize they need. The narcissist is trying to reassure themselves that things will be okay, or that everything is all right. They seek the validation of others to confirm their feelings about an event. If you intend to help them, you can use this phrase while disarming them. Number 10. I want to express my feelings. Sharing how you feel helps humanize the discussion. Always use I phrases to take responsibility for your feelings and avoid blaming others. Although narcissists may not care, they will likely relax if they sense that you view yourself as a victim. After that, narcissists probably try to utilize strategies to make themselves seem like victims, which will likely cause the anger to subside and make de-escalation simpler. In disarming a narcissist, no one is winning. This is just an avenue where you understand each other's feelings and come to an agreement, not an argument where you raise your armaments against each other. If you're still having trouble, try this tip. Before you say anything, take a deep breath and count to 10. If narcissists don't stop talking by the time you finish counting, then speak up. This technique can help keep you cool by giving you a moment to think about how to respond.